So what's new in the Vray update? So one thing that's new is self-illuminated objects can now be independently changed. And what do I mean by this? So originally you had this where you have this scene with a neon sign written in, let me get my materials out, and they're all lit up, each letter is lit up with a Vray light material. So if I go in here, I can go to Lightmix and it's going to make me add a Lightmix to the scene. Now if I stop and hit render again, you'll see we have all these lights to play with. So I can change these individually if I want. I can bring this up and down and I can change each light. But we don't have each letter. We don't have the material which I was showing earlier. We don't have these. So how do we add them in? Well, what we need to do is go into the settings, go to your render elements Vray Lightmix, and down here we have this new option which is separate emissive material. So once I click this, I can X this, hit stop, render it again, and now we have all the letters. So now I can hit off all, and then I can bring back each individual letter. So you can see I can bring all the letters back, and we have each individual one. Now we can go in, and if we want, say, the first letter N here, N1, I can just bring this up, say, to 20, and it only affects that one. We can bring on the lens effects up here, click enable, and we have this great effect, just like that. So we can go back to our Lightmix and we can start changing things. Say we want to bring the environment back. Let's bring that down to 0.2. Let's go the car lights I have over here. That's a bit too much. So again, we can do like 0.15. And sorry, 0.15 on the car lights. So 0.15. And there you go. So now we can individually change each of the self-illuminated objects based on the material. Very handy. So I'm going to switch on the lamp up here. So if I go down here and I click light bulb, we have this light bulb here. But let's say we didn't want this light bulb to have this effect. Well, now with the crypto matte that I added here, I can now go right click, new layer, crypto matte mask. Once I click that, I can then go pick, I can select this light, and now it's illuminated, but we obviously want the opposite of that, so I can click invert mask. So now this isn't illuminated and everything else is. We can do the same. We can start picking other objects like the N. If we just say wanted just the S, just the neon pink one to have the N letter to have that effect, we could do that. So now this mask is affecting that. We can bring this up and down if you want to have a little less of effect, but as you can see, now we can have two options, which is we can affect each Vray material emitter, and we can also add a crypto mask to each one. Now the next newest thing in the update are with Vray decals, and what they can do is they can wrap around cylindrical objects now and other objects on that matter of fact. So what's that mean? So if I hit render here, it's going to do what it usually does, and it's going to stick that decal onto this surface. But now we have a bend modifier down here. So now what we can do, if I do 180, you can see what's happening now. It's actually bending around that. If you want, we could do even 360 and go all the way around. And you can see now this is going all the way around our object. So that you can see the power of this. Instead of having to just stick on to a surface, we can stick the entire surface around. So those are the biggest changes. We have the Lightmix, which is able to now select self-illuminated materials and objects. And now we can use the Vray decal to wrap around objects.